A very good day to everyone. I'm Ranisha Sri, daughter of Suresh A173824, with five other group members are going to present about analyzing the impact of COVID-19 on Petronas. About company background. Petronas or Petroleum Nasional Berhad is a Malaysian oil and gas company. The Malaysian government owns the entire corporation, which owns all the Malaysians' oil and gas resources and is in charge of developing and adding value to them. This company is a rapidly expanding global energy multi-industry company with activities in over 50 countries. Other than that, Petronas is one of the world's largest enterprises according to the Fortune Global 500. Company history. Petronas was established in 1974 under the Companies Act of 1965. Hikmah, short form for Hydrocarbon Malaysia, was first offered as the name, but Prime Minister Tun Abdul Razak changed it to Petronas to Petroleum Nasional after more consideration. The vision for this company is a leading gas infrastructure and utilities company. There are four missions for this company. Number 1, we are a business entity. Number 2, gas infrastructure and utilities is our core business. Number 3, we operate safely, reliably and competitively. Number 4, we optimize the gas value chain to maximize return for our stakeholders.
Hi, my name is Izzati Bidarosrai. My metric number is A176412. I'll be presenting about internal environment in Petronas. The first is about management. Now Petronas plans to focus on operational commissions and discipline while taking precautions to minimize the risk of COVID-19. Besides that, Petronas quickly adapted to the new norms through meeting with stakeholders. Second is about human resource management. Petronas taken decisive steps to ensure the safety of employees since the COVID-19 outbreak began. Petronas also take care of the welfare of employees, which provide a support system to help employee and family members. Third is about marketing. Now Petronas actively undertook comprehensive review and improvement to their portfolio mix in marketing and to be able to meet customer expectations. Fourth is financial. The Petronas company finance are seen through the income statement and balance sheet based on annual report 2018-2019 and integrated report 2020. Based on the income statement, Petronas has profit in 2018 and loss in 2019 and 2020. Next is about research and development in Petronas. Innovation Gateway allows Petronas is the latest innovation made by this company in pandemic COVID-19. This R&D always finds solutions to help unlock and maximize new energy resource. The next is strategy. The type of strategy in Petronas is product development strategy, market penetration strategy, market development strategy, related diversification and unrelated diversification strategy. Last is segment in Petronas. The oil and gas industry is commonly divided into 4 segments: upstream, gas and new energy, downstream, corporate and others.
Greetings to Doctor. I'm Hemavati, daughter of Jivanathan. My metric number is A176106. I will be presenting about the external environment, which is about the PESLEC. The first is about the political. Particular taxation policies for oil and gas operation were included. The Malaysian and other growing economies have notified the legislation in the recent year. Second is about economics. Excessive volatility of the local currency, fluctuation in the exchange rate might affect the profitability and also difficult market conditions during the COVID-19 pandemic. Third is social. Petronas has started working on the mental health first aid youth program with the Malaysian Mental Health Association. The fourth is about technology. Petronas has integrated with the vision for Operation Excellence Technology software is an advance of analytics technology which assists in resolving the business issues, increasing capacity during the MCO of COVID. Next, about legal. Petronas has applied standard operation procedure to prevent pandemic from spreading among employees. Petronas did comprehensive data breach prevention system during the COVID-19. Next, about environment. The Petronas Pandemic Response Team was formed. Petronas did the waste management, particularly units in urban areas. As the last, about the competitors, the top competitors are Shell, Chevron and MMC Group for Petronas. The Petronas had a great gross profit compared with Chevron and MMC Group. Petronas is the top refiner in Malaysia and also had a positive edge. Next, I will be presenting about the issues of Petronas during the COVID-19 pandemic. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, Petronas faced declination of organizational revenue and price fall. Net profit after tax for the year ending 2020 was 10.5 billion ringgit, down 78% from 88.8 billion ringgit the preceding financial year. So according to the Petronas press release, the lesser the group revenue of 178.7 billion ringgit compared to 240.3 billion ringgit the preceding financial year will be the primarily due to the effects of falling of oil prices, which leads to the lower average started to realize prices for all products as well as the demand decline. Upstream had a total daily output average of 2,209,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day in a challenging 2020, down 8.2% from 2019. By the year of 2020, the total revenue of the segment was lower compared to the previous years. So, as a result of Petronas' over revenue from the gas and new energy fell dramatically, the revenue of downstream too affected by the years in 2019 and 2020. The overall value of Petronas segment of downstream revenue were declined dramatically.
Move to mission statement analysis of Petronas. Petronas Group is having a good mission statement as they include the important things needed to be understood and achieve their goal and objective. Based on the table, Petronas has only lost 3 other components that should be included in the mission statement, namely technology, philosophy, and employee. Move to financial analysis in Petronas. The financial position analysis Petronas performed is depreciating over time due to decrease of Petronas gross profit margin, net profit margin, ROA, ROE, sale net income, and time interest earned ratio, all of which are considered financial performance indicator. However, of the overall analysis, Petronas financial position remains strong and perform well. Thank you.
My name is Nurul Huda binti Zailan and my metric number is A176347. I will be explaining the internal factor evaluation metrics on the Petronas Group. To conduct the IFE metric, we have listed 20 internal factors of Petronas, which include 10 strengths and 10 weaknesses. We also have assigned a relevant weight for each factor that range from 0.0 to 1.0, which indicates that the higher the weight is, the factor is more important. Then, we also have assigned ratings for each factor starting from 1, which means major weakness, to rating 4, which indicates major strengths. Therefore, the total weighted score for the IFE matrix for Petronas Group is 3.24. This high number shows that Petronas Group has a strong internal position within the organization. Thus, the suggested strategies for the Petronas Group are the integration strategies, which include forward integration, backward integration, and horizontal integration. Besides, Petronas also can imply intensive strategies such as market penetration, market development, and also product development.
My name is Nur Izam binti Muhammad Daniel with metric number A176811. Will explain about external environment analysis. So for the first thing is I will explain about 5 forces bottom model of Petronas Group. Based on 5 forces bottom model, for the first rivalry among existing firms, Petronas have faced strong competition and focus in differentiating its product. For the bargaining power of supplier, Petronas regarded moderate and purchased new materials at a low cost. And for the three of substitute product, Petronas Group has unmatched quality and cost and take advantage on economic scale within industry. And for the bargaining power of consumer, Petronas Group offer a diverse selection of goods and provide unique benefits with customer needs. And for the lastly of the threats of new entrants, Petronas have a high entire investment in finance, resources and technology, and Petronas has to spend a lot of money to get the latest and advanced machines to running their operation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Farahani binti Ahmad Damburi. My metric number is A176498. I will present about the EFE metric Petronas Group. Based on the EFE metric, the results show that the total of weighted score for Petronas Group is 3.06. This strong number indicates that the Petronas Group has a strong external position. Based on the total EFE metric also, Petronas Group must take action on integration strategy, which is backward, forward and horizontal integration strategy, and also intensive strategy, which is market development, product development and market penetration. Next, cumulative profile metric. I will present about the CPM metric Petronas. Based on the CPM metric, Petronas Group is the strongest player in the industry with a score of 3.50. Petronas Group also is the strongest player out of the three companies, which is Chevron and Shell. The score of Petronas Group indicate that this company is meeting a very standard for industry performance. Based on the CPM metric also, Petronas Group need to use integration strategy, which is backward, forward and horizontal integration strategy. Petronas Group also need to use intensive strategy, which is market development, product development and market penetration.
Next, the present will continue to matching strategies. I will explain about SWOT matrix. For the SWOT matrix, there are 4 strategies that Petronas Group need to do. For the first thing is SO strategy. Petronas need to increase marketing to attract more consumer and use presence in social media to marketing to follow consumer needs and develop environmentally products with innovation at a low cost. And for the WO strategy, Petronas Group need to develop marketing strategy to make their sustainability company and provide incentive package and benefit to employee. And for the ST strategy, Petronas Group need to use the strong distribution network for consumer needs and use variety of innovation to find more reasonable alternative that reducing costs. And for the WT strategy, Petronas Group needs spending more on R&D product to compete with the competitor and provide better work environment to their employer. Next, I will explain about space matrix. Based on this slide, I will explain that Petronas Group has been at competitive quadrant that industry attractiveness and environmental stability. For this Petronas Group, there are relevant strategies suggested, which is intensive strategy and integration strategies. For intensive strategies, Petronas Group need to do backward, forward and horizontal intensive strategy. And for the integration strategy, Petronas Group need to do market penetration, market development and product development to make their company be sustainable company.
Next, I will present about the BCG metric Petronas. BCG metric Petronas is based on division, which is upstream, downstream, gas and new energy and also corporate and others. Division 1 upstream is located in the quadrant 2 star. Division 1 upstream in the star quadrant is in a market that is growing quickly and one way that division has a high market share. The suggested strategy for this division is integration strategy, which is backward, forward and horizontal strategy. Petronas Group also need to use intensive strategy, which is market development, product development and market penetration. Division 2 Gas and New Energy located in the quadrant 2 star. Division Gas and New Energy in the star quadrant are a market leading product and require significant investment to return their market position, boost growth and maintain competitive advantage. The suggested strategy for this division is intensive strategy, which is market development, product development and market penetration. Petronas Group also need to use integration strategy, which is backward, forward and horizontal strategy. Lastly, Division 4 Corporate and Others is located in the quadrant 3, which is cash cow. Corporate and others already have a significant amount of investment and do not require significant further investment to maintain their position. The suggested strategy for this division is product development, retrenchment, diversification, and diverse teacher.
Next, I will be explaining the next matching strategies for Petronas Group, which is the internal-external matrix. To conduct the IE matrix, firstly we have to run the IFE and EFE metric for each division of Petronas Group. So, the total weighted score for each division can be seen in the table above. Therefore, Division 1, which is upstream, and Division 2, which is gas and new energy, is placed in Region 1, which is grow and build strategy, with Division 1 in cell number 4 and Division 2 in cell number 1. Thus, the suggested strategies for both divisions are forward, backward, and horizontal integration strategies, market penetration, market development, and also product development strategies. Next, both Division 3, which is downstream, and Division 4, which is corporate and others, fall under Region 2 in cell number 5, which can be described as a hold and maintain strategy. The suggested strategies for them are market penetration and also product development strategies. I will continue this presentation with an explanation of the grand strategy matrix. Based on the previous analysis, which is IFE metric, EFE metric, CPM matrix, 5 quarter models, space metric, BCG matrix, and also IE matrix, we can conclude that Petronas Group is in a competitive position and a high market growth. Therefore, Petronas Group is positioned in quadrant 1 in the grand strategy matrix. This quadrant indicates that the company is in excellent strategic position with a strong competitive base in fast-moving growth markets. Thus, the relevant strategies suggested to the Petronas Group are market development, market penetration, product development, forward integration, backward integration, horizontal integration, and also related diversification.
Next, I'll be presenting about the QSPM matrix. So, based on the information found in the SWOT analysis in QSPM matrix, there were 3 alternatives were suggested, which are: the first is use a strong distribution network for consumer needs. Second is develop marketing strategies to increase company profits, and third is provide incentive packages and benefits to the employee. So, according to the total attractiveness score in QSPM matrix, develop marketing strategies to increase company profit will be the best choice, which has the value of 3.43 were more than the value of 2 other alternatives. So, this choice will be chosen as the best choice.
Strategy recommendation. From the QSPM analysis, it has been stated that the development of marketing strategy has the score of 3.43, which is the highest score of alternative strategies. So, development of marketing strategy is more suitable alternative strategy, which is expected to be able to cope with issues and problems faced by Petronas. These slides show how Petronas can implement the strategy of marketing development. There are 5 strategy implementations. Number 1, identify target market. Petronas should identify their target market precisely depending on the product or service that they prefer to bring to the market. Number 2, profile competitors. Petronas should identify information about their competitors so that they can gain a competitive advantage. State marketing goal. Petronas should set increase of market penetration and market development as their goal and make sure their goals are clear and measurable so that they can have a competitive advantage over their competitors. Number 4, dynamic pricing. Petronas should increase the price of their product when the demand is high and decrease the price when the demand is low. For example, Petronas can sell their digital products in higher price during the pandemic because the demand for the digital products is high during the pandemic. Number 5, digital marketing. Petronas should bring their products to online, try to increase their sales through social media. For this, each segment in Petronas should try to develop new products that can be sold through social media platforms. In conclusion, strategy management is very important for Petronas in this pandemic. From the IFE and EFE metrics, the company is able to identify the advantages of its external and internal position. Furthermore, BCG metrics, CPM metrics, 5 forces quarter model, space metrics, and metrics have shown strategies that Petronas can implement to improve its current status and to conduct a more successful business. Finally, with the QSPM analysis, Petronas can identify which strategy is appropriate for the company to implement in order to survive the pandemic and face the issue arise from that. In a nutshell, I would like to say that strategy management is essential for all the company out there, not only Petronas. This is because from the strategy management, every company can improve their current status and overcome the problems they face. That's all from us. Thank you.